Hello, I'm out in the porch. I'm not feeling real well today. I have some pain issues that I have to deal with. Hopefully, my doctor can resolve that tomorrow. So I apologize for my ragged appearance, but sometimes you just gotta put up with what you gotta put up with. I want to talk to you today about something I think might be a good way to start getting back at the swamp, the deep state, the Illuminati, the whoever. I don't know. I don't even know if these things exist. I hear so much truth or confusion on the internet, particularly on YouTube, that I wonder just who's doing what, who's saying what, what's being said, how much is real, how much is false, how much is just bull. This isn't bull. I'm going to give you a couple ideas, okay? This is my idea for a soft, bullet-free civil war. Let me tell you how to do this in the way of a story. Now, this is just one way, but I think this is what people need to start doing. This morning, my son had a minor accident, nothing major. We've had some damage to his car, so we went over to see the adjuster. The adjuster was busy, walked out. My son walked out, went to a gas station down the street from where the adjuster was to get a cup of coffee. By the time he got back, the adjuster had been speaking with me. I didn't know much of what had happened, but I told the adjuster what I thought had happened, just as a courtesy, okay? Well, the adjuster waited for my son, but he took my ideas, and when my son finally showed up, he talked to him for a minute, walked away, and came back with an estimate. The estimate was probably for $400, but the actual damage when we went to the body shop was more like $3,000. The adjuster had just cursorily missed about 80% of the damages. They were minor damages, but they were damages nonetheless. And when you added them all up, like painting the car and replacing the bumper and taking the dent out of the door and stuff, it went from the $400, which he estimated for the aftermarket bumper and labor, to several $1,000s. Well, we'll resolve that. That's just something that you have to deal with insurance companies. They always try to lowball you, even though they highball you with the premiums. What the issue really is they gave my son a check drawn on a local bank. My son has, like me, he's not big on banks. Okay, let's just put it out there. I don't care about credit scores. I don't care about banks. Personally, I don't give a fuck about how the economy runs. As long as I have food in my refrigerator, my house is paid for, my bills are paid, I worked for 30 years in my own business, did what I had to do, I don't care about credit, okay? I don't care about banks. I use an American Express Serve card that gets my deposit in every month, saves me a few bucks, and I have money in my account. That's what I need, period, done, over. All right, I'm 67 years old. I live off of Social Security, what I paid for, some disability from an accident, and that's it. All right. My son is also on disability for an issue he had when he was younger, where he almost died from mixing too many of the wrong types of things like alcohol and drugs. Okay, he grew up. He's 32. He's taking care of himself. He writes well. He thinks well. High IQ. He just made a mistake. We all get caught sometimes, don't we? Anyway, he gets this check, $400. Goes to the bank. Now, it's my understanding that the reason checks were issued was as a convenience to everybody so that they didn't have to be hauling around a bunch of cash, okay? Well, the bank wanted to charge him $9, and my son said, no, I'm not paying $9 to cash a check. That's the insurance company's money. They gave me the check. They should pay it. Well, we went round and round, or he went round and round, and then I got involved when the customer service person called him on the phone, which was through Bluetooth, because in Georgia you can't use your phone unless you have it on Bluetooth, which I think is a great idea. I hate to see people on their phones sitting at red lights that turn green, and then they're talking, and everybody goes, and nobody can go with them in the lane because they're more involved in their conversation. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. That's for another video. Anyway, so we go round and round. And this is what I think people should start doing. I think they should start taking checks into banks and demanding the money without paying the bank a fee. I mean, it's like everywhere you go, somebody wants to take a few bucks of your money. Sure, $9 is not a big deal. You know, it'll buy you maybe two meals at a fast food joint. But the point is, it's your money. Don't give it to other people. I'm so tired and so sick of these cretins that run banks, that run wars, that steal and cheat and enrich themselves at common people like me, my son, people like you who may be watching this. You're getting screwed. We're all getting screwed. Well, I'm not as much because I fight every battle. And that's what I'm saying. It's a soft civil war. Okay, maybe I didn't win today. He paid the $9 and cashed his check. But now he's involved, their legal department, the bank's legal department, and multiple numbers of people. Now, when that insurance company realizes, and they will after a while, there's attrition there. Attrition of their people having to be involved, their lawyers having to be paid, the bank's lawyers having to be paid, phone calls having to be made. At some point, people are going to start to realize, especially if a lot of people start doing it, that there is just not a way for them to win. Soft civil war, bullet free. I'm going to say it real bluntly, okay? I don't care if your kids here, put your hands over your ears, make them go la 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 like I do with my grandchildren. Fuck these people. Fuck them. Fuck them every way you can. If they want to charge you 50 cents, make it cost them $10. If they want to charge you $10, make it cost them $100. Make it cost them $1,000. Go after them. Make their lawyers get involved. Don't break the law. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get angry. My son started getting irate. I said, hey, calm down. Just keep shaking that tree. Sometimes a beehive's going to fall out, and sometimes the honey's going to fall out. But the point is, shake the tree. Make them work for that $10. Make that $10 that they get from you cost them $100, $1,000, $1,500, whatever their lawyers charge them. Because every time a lawyer gets a document, he's got to open it, read it, and bill the client. And you can point that out in the letter that you send to them, saying, I hope that when you realize that what I'm doing, I'm making it that your lawyer has to read this, so that you get charged money, so that you get some people, albeit a lot of people, who are too stupid to think through it, and just think that all that money is just there magically to pay for their lawyers. But some executive in some bank and some insurance company is going to read that letter and say, you know what, they're right. We'd have been better off to settle this. And maybe they'll call that customer service representative or that teller on the carpet and say, what the hell are you doing? Or the manager in the bank who wouldn't override it. Yep, just screw with them. And folks, I suggest you look at the American Express Serve Card. I'm not here advocating American Express. It's much better than the Green Dot Visa or MasterCard. You put enough money in there, like $1,000 a month every month. It's free. And it works real well. Pay all your bills. Get money out at any a number of little places. Deposit it in some local merchants like dollar stores and pharmacies and things like that. It's easy to use. It's much better than a bank debit card. Although it is a bank debit card, because American Express is a bank. But they just don't have offices in every corner ready to steal money out of your pocket every time you try to do something with them. Hey, y'all have a good day. Spring is coming, even though I don't look like I feel it, but it is coming. Bye now.